Welcome to my Tidy Tarot for all 12 signs. Aries. Aries, this week ahead has you being the decision maker. You are going to be taking the lead on quite a bit, and it looks like you're going to have a lot going on, but you're going to be good with that. You got this, Aries. Taurus. Taurus, don't live in the past. Okay? So this card has possibly a past lover or even an old friend coming back in your life. Now the nostalgia and the good memories, that's fine. That is fine. But if you are sitting in your past and you're dwelling, or you're going back to something that is unhealthy, then that is not okay. That's not good for you, Taurus. Gemini. Gemini, you are on the move. So you are leaving a situation or something behind, and you're totally fine with it. You feel prepared, you're ready. This is something that you've been wanting to do, maybe even needing to do. You may also be in a position where you are helping somebody else out of theirs. Cancer. Cancer, you are all about balancing things out this week. So you are trying to keep things harmonious. You're trying to keep things flowing, and you understand that there are going to be ups and downs. Things aren't always going to be smooth sailing or one possible path. You know that there are other options, and you are going to be called this week to maintain harmony and balance. Leo, this week it looks like you're pushing yourself quite a bit, and if my suspicion is correct, you've probably been pushing yourself quite a bit. This is probably just how you operate. But this week ahead, it says it is coming to that time. You need to take a break, otherwise you're just going to burn yourself out. So this week has you taking some time to rest, relax, reflect, and rejuvenate. Virgo. Virgo, it looks like it is going to be a week where you just don't really have the motivation. You're just really not interested in any of the prospects, anything in front of you. It's just not sparking your fancy. You might want to go and do other things. You're just really not interested in what's coming at you this week. But you have to find a way to motivate. Okay, you have to motivate yourself, and you have to keep going, because you can't just ignore everything. You know that. But this is a reminder. Okay, so you might have to figure out how to work smarter, not harder. Perhaps you've been working the opposite and doing harder and not smarter, just working and working and working and plugging away, and you're burnt out. But Virgo, it is going to be the week where you need to to make this decision? Am I going to continue on this path of not being into what I'm doing or doing something that I am not into? Or am I going to flip this around and make something positive out of this for myself? Libra. Libra, this week has you moving forward. So you have actually made a decision. And maybe you had to weigh out all of the possibilities. Maybe there was a whole lot of emotions surrounding it. Maybe you felt like there were just these insurmountable obstacles in front of you. Maybe you felt like you were missing out on something. But you are finally at a point where you are ready to make the decision to move forward. And that is fantastic, Libra. So continue with that energy. Scorpio. Scorpio, this week finds you very in tune with your intuition and with your emotions. But you're not overwhelmed by your emotions. You will be called to be the compassionate guide, and this is going to be something that is not going to be out of your comfort zone. This is going to be well within your comfort zone, but you will be called this week to be the compassionate, nurturing energy for others. Sagittarius. This week ahead, it looks like you are no longer struggling. Like you have realized what holds you down, what holds you back, what keeps you from moving forward with what your goals are, and you're releasing yourself. So whether it is the people surrounding you, whether it is overwhelm of work, whether it's just situations in general, you are not allowing these things to steal that mental and emotional energy and drain you. You are leaving that behind this week. Capricorn. Capricorn, this week ahead has some stalls for you. So you've got some delays in plans. You may even have plans that have just gone awry. Now I understand that this is frustrating for you because this is not the kind of energy you are. You are very pragmatic. You want things done in such a manner that it is like, this is X, Y, Z. This is how we do this. But that's not going to happen this week, okay? So things are going to kind of go all over the place. And it's going to be frustrating for you. You're going to have to rein it back in. Don't fight the energies when they're going every which way, because if you're fighting to control them, you're going to be very, very frustrated this week. So try to just look ahead and figure out, okay, what is within my control? What can I do with this situation? What can I do with what I have right now? And remember, Capricorn, you are responsible for your feelings, your thoughts, your reactions, not anybody else's. Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius. Aquarius. It looks like you may be having some problems on the home front. This could be taking on a loved one who needs your constant care. This could be a real estate deal that falls through, or getting that real estate deal and then realizing that there is so much that has to be done above and beyond what you are financially prepared for and comfortable with. This may even be something along the lines of poor planning or not having enough resources available to you. So you might not have what you need to get the job done because it wasn't there in the first place, or it wasn't properly maintained. So you're going to have to be the one to work with that, and it's going to be hard. But Aquarius, you can get through this, and you will. This card asks that you look at what you have available to you. What are your options? And this can also be who is available to you, who can help. And you start looking at those resources and pulling those in, because you are going to be charged with building things back up and making them move forward this week. So it's going to be feeling unprepared, feeling like things are falling through. You're not going to have it just as you wanted or just as you had hoped. But this is an opportunity for you to rebuild things and make them more of what you were looking for and what you need. Pisces. Pisces, this week ahead has you wanting to do things in a very traditional way. And that is completely fine. That is what works for you. You will also be using that to help teach others. So this week ahead is going to be about doing things the tried and true way for you. So not much is going to change as far as how you operate, because Pisces, although you can be very, very go with the flow, you actually tend to have some sort of a control over that flow, some sort of an idea of what is happening. And this week ahead has that same energy for you. You are okay with going with the flow, but you have some sort of control over the flow, and it is not just a willy-nilly sort of thing. And closing this up with an in general for all of the signs. All right, so for all of our signs, we are going to be harnessing that Emperor energy. This Emperor energy is not being mean or bossy or cold shoulder or a tyrant. This energy is about being a kind and fair leader. This is about taking charge but not being controlling. So this week ahead for all signs, for all of you, We are going to handle whatever comes our way. And we are going to do it with grace. We are going to do it with kindness, because we understand we get more flies with honey than we do with vinegar, right? So this week ahead, for all of the signs, harness that Emperor energy. Do everything with kindness, support others, and the tough decisions that you have to make them, but do it in a manner that isn't mean or vicious, because that's not what you're about.